Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Golf Gods podcast. We are your host. I'm Rusty Miller. That's Matt Jacobs.
What's up, guys?
Did you miss me?
A little bit.
Good. I missed you and all of you. So, didn't watch a lot of Genesis coverage or Honda coverage. Watched, I guess, Saturday and Sunday of Honda.
You need to know two things. Bubba and JT.
Yep. Ricky.
Yeah.
I didn't see him play on Saturday.
There's
Sunday.
a reason.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a WD. He was an MC.
And Rory didn't play well either.
No. He did not. But you know who did?
JT?
Tiger.
My boy?
Tiger.
JT.
No, Tiger Woods.
Oh, yeah.
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 12th.
Sam Burns outplayed him.
Well, Tiger outplayed Ricky?
Yeah, sure. So, that's enough recap since we don't really care.
Well, we were both a little busy, so
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
And this week I'm excited. It's a nice field for the WGC Mexico.
Yeah, we don't get a cut this week, though.
That's all right.
Yeah. I guarantee I'm going to get 6 to 6 through.
No, you're not.
No?
You're going to have a WD.
The Hendrick Stenson.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's in Mexico, just outside Mexico City at...
Club de Golf Chapultepec.
Yep, that's how you say it.
We've been practicing that for like 30 minutes.
Yep, Google Translator.
Listen.
Club de Golf Chapultepec.
Yep, that's it. So what you need to know is it was held here last year.
Yep.
As the first time. Used to be this tournament was in Doral at the Trump National. So political issues got involved and they moved to Mexico last year. So DJ won it last year. 7,300 yards, but it's at 7,000 feet elevation. So it plays really about 6,700 yards.
Yeah, so a ball is going to fly far. I'm sure you'll hear it other places, but it's anytime you play in this elevation, it affects a lot of things going on with the ball, the way it flies, the ability to work the ball left to right, right to left, all that. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down, but it's going to be very, very short course for these guys.
Yeah. On the movement of the ball, you can think of pitchers if you're a baseball guy. Colorado's high elevation. Pitchers can't throw breaking balls or sliders as much because the ball doesn't move in that air. Same sort of thing with a golf ball in air. You can't cut it or draw it as much. So there's some effect to that. I won't take Bubba just because of that. He plays his shots to cut and draw all the time, and if he's having problems with that,
yeah, it could be a hard
it could be a bad transition for him. So just an easy fade there. After his win 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, let's go over our key stats real quick.
Yep.
I think we're going a little bit different direction.
We are.
I have 5 key stats this week: strokes gained approach, strokes gained putting, scrambling, DraftKings points, and strokes gained off the tee. A lot of strokes gains this week.
Yeah, I got 2 strokes gained total.
Okay.
Putting, and then proximity from 125 to 150.
Okay. And
DraftKings points as always. So 4 stats for me, 5 for you.
Let's start at the. Go ahead.
Yeah, for 5 guys above $10,000 this week. DJ at 11.9, JT at 11.5, John Rodriguez.
John Rodriguez. I'm unfamiliar with this gentleman.
Yeah, J-Rod.
J-Rod.
As the peoples call him. Is 10.6. Jordan Spieth is at 10.5. And Tommy Fleetwood is at $10,000.
Well, there are some big names up there.
First question. Winner come from these 5?
I would say yes. I think it's either going to be... realistically, you could say any of these guys have a chance. Spieth's putting, unless he's figured it out, probably going to keep him out of the winner's circle. You know, I can see Rom doing something here.
He's had a couple weeks off now.
Yeah, he's getting rested. He played well here last year. I think he's 7th or something. We can find out for sure. But I have this feeling that Rom's going to play well. DJ, I mean, you can never really count DJ out. 3rd last year for Rom. So, I mean, you had DJ win. You had Rom 3rd. You have Fleetwood 2nd. Yeah. Justin Thomas 5th.
So 4 of the top 5 were in the top 5 last year.
Yeah, and let's see, where'd Spieth finish? Spieth finished 12th last year.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
So rank these guys 1 to 5.
1 to 5, I would go Rom, DJ, Thomas, Spieth, Fleetwood.
Okay.
You?
DJ, Fleetwood, Thomas, Rom, and Spieth.
Okay.
But I think Tommy Fleetwood's going to be the highest owned by a lot.
You think so?
I do.
Even at 10,000?
Yeah.
What was he last week? Do you remember? No, we didn't play any.
No.
Well, I can tell you real quick. I feel like he went up pretty good. Yeah, 9-4.
Yeah, he finished 2nd last week. Finished 2nd here last year.
I finished 4th last week.
Oh, yeah.
4th, T37, T6, and first for, I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, I could see him being high owned.
He's playing really good golf. And with this field, we'll get into it, but there's not a whole lot of guys low that A, you've heard of, or B, you want to play. So any money you can save at the top, and he's almost $2,000 cheaper than DJ.
So are you going to play him?
Yeah.
At that high owned, you're still going to play with him?
Yeah. I'm going to have 3 lineups this week. One that starts with DJ, one that starts with Fleetwood, and one that fades this entire group. I may add a 4th. I may have one with JT just because I just can't quit him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's playing well.
Yeah, he's probably my favorite golfer going right now. So.
Plus, you have the luck of the rock.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
awesome. That's
the only shot I saw all week.
Because I retweeted it at you.
Yeah, because that was literally.
I wish it would have went in. Obviously, that would have been the coolest hole-in-one ever. But then also, I kind of wish he would have made the birdie putt.
Oh, did he miss the putt?
He missed the putt.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he missed the putt. So he parred the hole. So, yeah. So that's our thoughts on the top guys. Right now, early projections on Fantasy National has DJ and JT at 7% owned, both of them, and
I'll try to, you typically have a few lineups. I typically mass enter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'll do any mass enters this week, but I know that I will start at least 2 lineups with DJ and at least 2 lineups with Rom. If I do anybody else up there, it'll be 1, and I think I'm probably going to fade Jordan Spieth.
I think I'm going to fade Jordan until he proves that he can putt again, which it's only a matter of time. He's one of the world's best putters ever. But
yeah, it's just in a slump. I mean,
yeah, but at this price, with so many good golfers around him, why take the chance on it?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. So
unless you're going contrarian, and he's at 12% owned, which is double JT and DJ. So it doesn't make sense to go contrarian there anyway.
No.
So, yeah, I won't have any Jordan, and I probably won't have any Rom just because the way the lineups go. The way you can't really fit 2 of these guys in.
No.
And
that'd be next to impossible.
Yeah, so
So I'm DJ Rom, you're Thomas and DJ.
Yeah, and Fleetwood.
That's right.
Probably not Thomas, really. And realistically, DJ and Fleetwood.
Okay.
So
I can deal with that.
Then you have 4 guys in the 9,000. So you have Ricky off his miscut at 98. You have Justin Rose at 97. Philly Flop Shot at 93. And Sergio Garcia at 91.
T33 at the Honda. T32 at Omega.
For who?
Sergio.
Mm.
Australian PGA, T24. This is a warm-up for him. You know, I think he's looking to go back-to-back at the Masters. And I don't like him here. I won't have any of him.
He didn't play very well over the weekend last week.
No. I will not have any Ricky.
Nope.
I mean, I could see him bouncing back and doing really well here, but I'm on the same thought as you are with Spieth. Until he proves his worth to me, I can't take him, not at $9,800.
Right.
Bubba, no.
Well, Bubba's not in this group.
Oh, that's right, 91. Sorry. That was a sneak peek. Sorry. Oh, that's why. Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
I will have Phil Mickelson.
Okay.
And
So
I
there's-
will have Justin Rose.
Yeah, so there's 4 guys in here. I won't have any part of Ricky or Sergio. I might fade this group entirely if I start above them. On the ones that I fade everybody, I'll start with Justin Rose here. And
Yes, I agree.
And I'm never a really big Phil guy, but I could probably be talked into a share of Phil this week.
I mean, he's been playing really, really well. And I think this is just one of those, in my opinion, you jump on the train like we have before on a couple other golfers. And
But what if I told you he was 22% owned?
well, I don't like it, but I can deal with it if my other guys are a little bit less than that. I mean, I don't want 6 guys of 22% owned, but
So, the projections right now have Justin Rose at 15 and Phil at 22.
okay, so you're averaging what, 17 and a half, 18?
Well, if you take both, but I'm saying, given that,
Hey, give me that, you would take Rose over.
I would take Rose over Phil anyway.
Even in Phil's current form?
Yeah.
What has Rose done?
I mean, he was really, really hot.
Farmers 8th, Abu Dhabi 22nd, Hero 5th, and the Hong Kong Open 10th. Yes, they're all pretty good finishes. But what, in comparison, what we can do?
Yeah, he won the last WGC, HSBC over in
Let's
China.
do our good friends over at Fantasy National.
You're going to do a head-to-head?
I'm going to do a head-to-head.
All right, while you're doing that.
Yeah, you keep going.
The next group has like 10 or 12 guys in it. So, listen up. Ready?
I'm listening.
Bubba at 89. Noren at 88. Cantley at 87. Hatton at 86. Finau at 85. Casey at 84. Peters at 83. Fisher at 82. Fritteril at 82. Chappie at 81. Reevy at 81. Louis at 8,000. And Brian Harmon at 8,000.
You want me to pick one person out of there?
Give me 2.
Man. Noren?
You bastard.
How far do you go down to Brian Harmon?
Yeah.
I would either go Reevy or Harmon.
You go that low?
Yeah.
So you don't have any love for Peters, Finau, Casey,
Oh, I have
Cantley,
a lot of love.
Noren.
You asked me to pick 2.
Yeah.
If I pick 1, it's Paul Casey. If I pick 2, it's those 2.
You know, I already made up one lineup this week
Mm-hmm.
that I started in this group, and I have like
All of them?
Noren, Cantley, Finau, Casey, Peters, and then I had to drop down to like 7,000
Yeah.
something to get the other guy.
I mean, that should be a great cash play, right?
I'm gonna play it in cash. I don't usually play cash, but I like that lineup a lot.
All right. Phil Mickelson, Justin Rose, head-to-head. Who you taking?
Justin Rose.
It's looking. Ooh, here we go. Tournaments with no cut are both make the cut. You heard it here, folks. Take Justin Rose.
Of course.
Yeah, he's faring a little better than Phil, but
Yeah. All right, so out of this group, I realistically like Norn a lot. I like Finau a lot. And I really kind of like Peters a lot.
I mean, I can't argue with
Thomas, that is.
Yes, I was hoping so. Finau, he scares me a little bit off the tee still. I don't know. I just have this feeling Harmon is going to do something here. I like Harmon.
Well, here's the deal with Harmon.
Tell me about Harmon.
He was super hot. We hated him. I finally got on board, used him in my one and done, and he missed a cut, and I haven't seen him since.
Well,
so
you know what that means.
Means jump back on the train, but I'm not doing it.
All right, I might. We'll see.
Okay.
But I mean, there's a few guys in here. I mean, you could realistically play any of these guys and feel okay about it.
Yeah.
Terrell Hatton killed me last week, so
yeah.
I'll probably lay low off of him. Do you include Louis in this group?
Mm-hmm.
He
played
ranks
awful
pretty high in my model. He's actually 6th in my model. I might take him
24th. I guess that's not awful.
What is his what's his projected ownership right now?
Louis?
If it's 10 or less, I'm taking him.
It's half of that. It's 5.7.
So perfect. So figuring it's probably gonna go up to what, 7 or 8 by the time tournament gets here.
Sure.
So I could take that. I did on Fantasy National. I went with the last 24 rounds, and he's currently 13th in strokes gained putting, 2nd in scrambling, 26th in DraftKings points, strokes gained off the tee, 35th. And I changed mine up. I went to birdies are better because we're getting all 4 rounds, so I want birdies. 39th. So those last 2, he's not great, but the first 2, phenomenal. And if he's going to be that low owned, I'll probably take some of him.
Yeah. All right. In the 7,000s, I'm not going to name everybody.
No.
Although we could, really.
There's no need.
There's no need.
There's 50 of them.
So, the top half to 7,500. How's that? Danny Backer Burgers at 79. Webb at 78, I like.
Yeah, I like Webb at 78.
RCB at 77. It's getting a lot of love early on Fantasy National. He's at 23% owned. Brennan Grace, I think's a better golfer, in better form, and is at 7% owned. So if I'm at a coin toss between RCB and Brennan Grace, I'm taking Brennan Grace every day.
So this guy, the next guy is surprising me. I think it might be the next guy on your list.
Gary Woodland?
No.
Matt Kuchar?
No.
Matthew Fitzpatrick?
No.
Mark Leishman?
Yeah.
There you go. He's dropped a lot lately.
Yeah,
He used to be at the high 9s, and now he's in the mid 7s.
I mean, at the Genesis, he was 8.5. The Waste Management 9.7. Farmers 9.2. And listen to this. Sony, you remember what he was?
10,000?
11.1. And he's 7.6. Do you take him? He finished cut at the Genesis.
He's good value. We always talk about value plays and who's better than their pricing, but his current form isn't better than that pricing. That's the problem. He's a better golfer than a 70-something.
Oh, yeah.
But his form's not.
No.
So I'm actually not going to take him.
I will put him in a couple. What's his ownership?
7-2. Duffner's at 3 times that.
Duffner's in the field.
Yeah.
I guess we haven't got that far yet, have we?
I mean, he's right next to him. It's one's at 75 and one's at 7,600.
So Mark Leishman is the 15th ranked golfer in the world.
Yeah.
And he's 7,600.
Yeah.
I think I'm taking him.
Okay.
Draft player. Just like that, I've got him.
Anybody else in this group you like?
I like RCB. I like Grace. I like Simpson. I like this group of players better than the group above it.
Yeah.
For value and potential points.
It's good because if you're going to take one of the top guys, you're going to live in this $7,000 range.
You know, I honestly think I would feel comfortable taking 5 guys from this group. Berger, Schauffele, Simpson, Grace, and Leishman. And you could substitute any one of those out for RCB or Woodland.
Well, they're all going to make the cut.
I guarantee that.
So, yeah. I mean, it's a good range right there. I like it. Little hint. One of my core 4 come from here.
I believe I have 1, possibly 2 core 4 from this area. We'll discuss that later.
Yeah. So then, 75, we got Duffner, Hadwin, Steele, Kisner, and Patrick Reed, all in 7,500. You like any of them?
Nothing really strikes my fancy. I can't do anything with Reed right now.
You know what's funny? I kind of like that about Reed.
I feel like he played well here. Doesn't he do good at WGCs?
He does do well in fields with strong players, like strong fields.
Yeah.
He does do well. Last year here, I don't even have that open anymore.
What do you want? I got it. Tournament history.
Yeah, see where he went.
Last year, who are we talking about?
Patrick Reed.
Patrick Reed.
So
Can you spell his last name for me?
yeah, Reed.
There he is.
Yep.
61st. So
Not great.
out of a 66-man field, 67-man field, he finished 6 up from the bottom.
So his last 2 events, the Honda he missed the cut, the AT&T he missed the cut, the Waste Management he finished 17th, 23 at the Farmers, and a Career Builder he missed the cut. So he's missed 3 cuts out of the last 5 events.
I can't do anything with Reed. Like I said earlier,
What do you think his projected ownership is?
It should be like 1%.
It is.
See that? People are starting to listen to us.
Because I think I'm going to roll with that.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
I got faith in Captain America down in Mexico.
Well, I mean, great, but no. Take Kisner.
I do like Kiz, but he's missed 2 straight cuts too.
11th place last time here. And his ownership is going to be what? Probably. What's his ownership at?
8%.
Yeah. So,
But
okay, I'm listening.
it's a Kisner type of course too. It's not super long. He can putt.
You can pick it apart a little bit.
Yeah. The next group has one of my favorite plays.
Can I guess?
Sure. It's not going to be hard.
Only because I want to try to say his last name.
No.
Pat Perez.
Yes.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights out, Pat Perez.
Doesn't have to take that driver off
Yeah.
the tee, so he should be all right.
That's where I love him. Course is where he hits that 3-wood. Can knock it close and knock in a putt. So, love Pat Perez here. Other than that, Just be very, very careful. I like the barn rat.
Mm-hmm. Do tell.
Caradash Appy Barn Rat.
Yeah.
He's been playing fairly well. He never misses a cut, which isn't an issue this week anyway.
Yeah. Where's he at? Birdies are better. Because that's one thing I look at when we have a no-cut event is it doesn't matter how good they are off the tee or around the green. If they just make pars, you're not scoring. And he is 21st overall, 42nd in birdies or better. So
he's 4th in putting.
Yes, he's 4th in putting strokes gained on mine as well.
Yeah. So
how much is he?
73.
Okay, so I don't think you can take him though. I think you build a lineup around Pat Perez.
Yeah.
Because Pat Perez is 30th in my model, but it's because of his scrambling and his strokes gained off the tee.
I don't think you're going to have to scramble much here.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that he's low in those two areas because he can't hit a driver. And when he does hit a driver, he's always scrambling. But strokes gained putting is 7th, and birdies are better gained, he's 7th. And DraftKings points, he's 18. So I think you could probably build a pretty decent lineup around Perez and stay away from... I mean, I like the Barn Rat because of his ability to make cuts, and his scoring average is low and his DraftKings points are high, but I think Pat Perez is a much better play here.
Yeah. So, to be clear, that's only if you want to shove in 2 guys up top.
Yeah, so
then you're going to have to take 2 or 3 guys down here. Or if you want to diversify down here.
Yeah, because if you take Dustin Johnson and Pat Perez, it leaves you 7,600. 76.75.
Yeah. So, I can throw out a couple more names that I kind of trust down here, but I'm not using any of them because I'm literally.
What about Hoffman?
Yeah, I mean you can trust.
Have we heard
Hoffman.
anything about his back?
No, I haven't. Paul Dunn, I wouldn't mind using. Vegas, you can trust. Especially you getting guaranteed 4 rounds.
4 rounds, yeah.
And he birdies and betters a lot, but he, bogeys a lot too. So, I like him down here. Other than that, I'm not taking anybody else down here. So, you got any flyers down there?
Uline. No, where we go down to 7,000. There's one guy on here.
I mean it for the rest of the list. I'm not going.
Oh, for the rest of the list?
Yeah.
No. So there's one guy on here I may take just as a flyer, not because he's done anything, but because he went to the greatest college in all of basketball history, Indiana. That's Jorge Campillo.
Oh yeah.
Plays a lot over on the Euro Tour. Went to IU, played golf there. T4 at the Oman Open. 2nd at the MyBank Championship. Cut at the Omega Dubai, but Abu Dhabi 14th. And he's 7,000. So I'm going to take him in a couple lineups just so I can root for a semi-hometown guy that went to college here. I don't suggest taking him in a lot of lineups. Maybe.
You wouldn't hang your week on him?
Yeah, no, he's not going to be my one and done guy, but that's it through there. Hoffman, maybe. Watch his back. And, really, that's it. I haven't even heard of Yuta Ikea.
Yeah, there's several guys here. So, if there's ways to get on to World Golf Championships through the Mexican Tour and the Asian tours and things like that. So you get a couple guys down here that you've never even heard of.
Yeah.
So, all right, give me your core all at once. Let me hear it.
You ready?
Yep.
Phil Mickelson.
Okay.
Justin Rose.
Yep.
Paul Casey.
Yep.
Webb Simpson.
I like it.
7,400, I think is what it was left over.
So you faded everybody at the top.
For my core, yeah.
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 So I didn't.
No.
I took DJ, and then we already talked about it. I took Pat Perez,
Sure.
and then Xander,
Okay.
and Matt Kuchar.
Yeah, I think you can put the Cooch in this. And
Yeah. And those four leave you an average of 76.50. So you're still in that ballpark of where we were earlier when we were loving on just about every golfer that was in that range. So you could play around with that a lot. But I liked, I think you need a piece of the top five. And if you're going to pay up, you might as well go for the best player up there and one of the hottest players up there. So I went with DJ.
Tell me what you think about this core.
Okay.
DJ,
Yep.
Perez,
I like it really so far.
Paul Casey,
Yeah.
Gary Woodland.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it, can you?
No, Gary Woodland is actually pretty better again. He is 4th. But you're not loving on Paul Casey.
Well, he just missed the cut.
Yeah, but
Took a week off. He hasn't been playing like top 5 Paul Casey lately. So, I mean, but he's a heck of a golfer for that price.
yeah,
I think he's going to be really popular too.
Okay.
So that's why it makes it an easy fade for me too.
Okay, tell me this then: Leishman or Paul Casey?
Paul Casey.
Why?
He's got better form than Leishman. He's a better golfer than Leishman. Leishman can win though.
Because Leishman is 2 spots ahead of him in the world rankings. Casey's 17, Mark's 15.
Well, that's probably because Leishman's won twice last year. And
Yeah.
Paul Casey never wins.
Has he ever won on tour?
Paul Casey?
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago, he won one.
So you like? Okay, I mean I get that. I agree. Leishman hasn't been playing extremely well, but I can put in Leishman, Woodland, Johnson, Perez as my core and still have 7750 left. I kind of like that. That's my second core. So I got a core 4 and I got a core more.
You're an idiot. All right.
Who's your winner?
I got to stick with DJ.
I mean, it's hard to argue. Can't really say he's not going to win. I'll go someone different just to trade off, and I'm going to go John Rahm.
J-Rod?
Mr. Rodriguez, John Rodriguez.
Yeah. John Rahm Rodriguez. In our one and done, who are you taking?
Phil Mickelson, I think. You?
It's early. Maybe Pat Perez. I have to check and see if I've already taken him.
Pretty sure you already took him.
Stand by.
Standing by. I think you should take Paul
This is
Casey.
fascinating podcasting. Wrap up and tell us where they can find us and like and subscribe.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. As always, like and subscribe so we can see that you guys are watching this and enjoying it.
I have already taken him.
I figured so. They can find us on Twitter at Fantasy Golf Gods.
Not at Indiana.
Not at Indiana, but we are in Indiana.
Yeah.
We'll tweet out stuff. Rusty does a lot of tweeting. I do a lot of watching. Not a big Twitter guy. Check out our Core 4 video. What else we got? Anything else for them? Like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe. Twitter. That's it.
See you next week.
Tell your friends. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
What is next week?
Valspar.
The paint people?
Yeah. The trophy's that big brush.
Do they have a WGC Austin?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You're going.
I'll be there.
Yeah. But Bay Hill's between Valspar and
Yes.
WGC. So WGC Mexico, Valspar, Bay Hill, Austin.
Yes. Okay.
Then Houston and then the Masters.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We appreciate everything.
Yeah.
I ain't got anything else. Any
If we don't win the money, we hope you are. Later.
peace.